Hello, hello, Karina Webb, Psychic Medium here, joining you for another Friday night on the Spiritual Events Directory. Hello. Gosh, it just went so quick. So quick. So for those who are not joining me right now, quickly go and get your covers and come back. I'm going to be talking tonight about psychometry. Okay, so the first half of the half hour, that's what I'll be talking about, psychometry, and then I'll do some readings thereafter that for the next half an hour. So tonight it's about touching base with those who feel they want to get into doing some psychic work, or they possibly want to do, they just want to start developing their psychic abilities. Okay, this is going to be the perfect way to start. Okay, not everyone can sit in a circle or do something like that, so sometimes doing it from home is a great thing. So thank you for joining us, Tanya. Hi, Emmy, is it? Hi, Sandra. How are you? Good morning to you. So if you've just joined me, we are going to be talking about psychometry. Okay, it's a very simple and easy technique, but at the same time, it's about helping you develop, not just if you want to be a psychic or if you want to be a medium. You know, we are all psychic, we are all mediums in a way, but it's just about getting back into that centered space and viewing the world from the inner world to the outer world, if that makes some sense. So I will just say hello to a few more people while they get on, and then we'll start doing some talking. So welcome. Hope you've all had a great week. Hi, Sarah. Hello. Thank you for joining us. So, it's been a very interesting day for me today, and I think it's also been a very interesting week as well. But especially today, not a lot of people out there in the world are very patient sometimes. And I think I've been one of those people to trigger them off today with, just with who I am. And, it's not that I have wanted to. I think sometimes we're not just here to learn lessons. We're here to have other people learn lessons too. So I think I certainly did that today, especially there was a few occasions, but one lady quite impatient in her driving today. So that's just the way it is. There's not much you can do about that. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And so, I just, hi, Donna. How are you? So, all right, well, we'll start talking about psychometry, okay, for those who are on. And if you're watching the replay, just hashtag replay, and, you'll still get to go back to the start and have a look at that. Hi, Karina. Hello. Now, that's the old way of spelling Karina, isn't it? How interesting. Yes. Nice. Okay, so we're going to talk about psychometry. So what is psychometry? The psychometry is, the art, if you like, of reading objects. Now, objects can be anything from, and I actually have some objects here. So I could be talking about this as an object. This lovely crystal here is an object. Anything that we see is, that is probably not attached. And even if it's not attached, it's still an object. So anything that we feel that we can read is anything that is energy. In Greek mythology, it's classed as the spirit of the soul. And to being able to use our psychic abilities, and therefore to be able to open up that centered area, to use those abilities in a way that we can read. Okay, we just didn't come on this earth to read people. We've come here to to be able to have ourselves guide ourselves along the way. And even if you don't choose to want to be a psychic, you know, it's just having the ability to be able to open that area up of your clairs, you know, using your sixth sense here, okay? And so it's about tapping into that center. And now what I want to say here is that, you know, if we were to do something like that, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of an example, well, you know, we would go into a place that we know we want to be connected to the source first. So we wouldn't just randomly do it, because that's not something that's in intention that we want to focus on, that is, you know, is connected to source. Now, even though we are using our psychic abilities here to connect with that psychometry object, we still need to have a little bit of gratitude to be with the spirit world, because, you know, you want to be able to, let's just say, lay some sort of foundation with them, and that's that intention. What is your intention with the spirit world, okay, in you wanting to do this, okay? And so what happens is, when you open that channel up to say, okay, you know what, I'm ready to start working with psychometry, and open my development up there. And so the spirit will then know, okay, you're ready to go on this amazing path with them, and they will do everything in their power to help you. And they will give you that power as well. But it's about, you know, it's about building our own power, and that's another day, I suppose. But, you know, today I just want to give you a few ideas. So if I was to do some psychometry on this piece of bark, can you see that piece of bark that I've got there? Okay, how do we read that bark? Or put it back on this side. Well, the idea is to basically place it into your hand, and we're going to use all of your abilities, all your psychic abilities, to touch base with that. Now, for me, because I've been doing this for such a long time, I can feel the vibration coming in there. However, don't be disappointed if you don't feel anything. So from that clairsentience place, you are wanting to feel what it is that you are feeling within your hand. So for me, I'm just going to show you at this end. So this bark that I'm showing you here, you want to know, what does this bark feel like? Is it rough or is it smooth? You know, this is the start of, you know, the working with your abilities. And you might think, well, that's kind of silly because I know it's rough. Yeah, of course you know it's rough, but remember, you're going into that place with the spirit world. Your intention is that you want to get some information from this bark, and therefore, so you're going to do all aspects here of the physical, and then that works you into working with the spiritual. So you would go with that process of knowing how it feels. Is it hot? Is it cold? You know, what feeling is it bringing to you? Do you feel that it is taking you far away, or is it bringing you quite close? Do you feel you know, serenity with it, or do you not feel serenity to it? What are you feeling with your abilities? Does it have a smell? Now, I can smell it. There's no smell to it. But if I was to read this particular piece of bark, I might be able to actually smell it. So on that spiritual level, I could smell something coming from that. You know, I might go, oh, I can taste the bark. And that's on the spiritual level too, you see. So we're going into the physical first, okay? And then that allows us to work with this object, which is working with psychometry, to help you develop to a much further degree. Now, remember that this piece of bark is no different to us. It is energy. So this energy, okay, has, well, I should say this piece of bark is an energy, okay, that will give off some form of inkling to you what you're going to be perceiving from this particular object. So we have another one here, which is the flower. Now, just say this could have been a flower that could have been in someone's garden. Now, you could be smelling it, yes, it has a lovely smell to it, but you might be able to smell something different than what you're smelling from the actual flower. You see, it could be something that you could be picking up sight clairvoyantly. You could be picking up something that that could be in somebody's garden, which is either living or not living, you know, and has gone to the spirit world. You know, again, what is the texture of this flower? What is it that you're getting from it? There is no right and there is no wrong. Once you start to imagine, okay, that I am here reading this object, what will happen is you might, like, here's a good example, all right? Now, this flower is actually out of my garden, okay? But I'm going to start by beginning to just work with this and say, okay, the texture of it is quite smooth. I feel that this is a quite a soft textured flower. I feel that the leaves on it is quite soft as well. You know, I could then begin to just go deeper and deeper and deeper, and you go deeper as you start to believe in yourself and what you're receiving, because sometimes you might get something and go, oh, I don't know if that's right. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're working with it. Okay, you're working with the object in order for you to get something out of it. So I really think this is a good idea to, you know, like when people journal, you know, they write things down. So you get this object, and what is it that you're getting from it? Okay, write something down. Even if it seems like, oh, that's silly. That's silly to write that down. Write it down, because sometimes what you see is maybe if you're giving someone a reading, that is, what might sound silly to you is not silly to the other person in which you're reading. Okay, now, you know, you can pick up loved ones. You can, you know, the further you go into psychometry, the further you can detect more into this energy, because remember, again, this is energy. This is a flower, but it is energy, and it will take you, the same as if a photograph, if you had a photograph, you know, I remember my daughter, she had a necklace she got from a friend. Well, I actually picked up that the friend's grandmother was actually, when I picked it up and I held it, I said, that's a pretty piece. And straight away I had said, oh gosh, this girl's grandmother is going to pass to the spirit world. But of course I never said anything, you see, to the other people. But, you know, yes, it did. They did have their grandmother pass. But, you know, the point of the fact is, I'm trying to say is we can go deeper and deeper, okay, into our object in which we are reading. And it's really just about letting go, and what just allows us to, you know, just allows us to work with what is and what is coming in. And, you know, you might just get some really weird things that are coming in, but you don't question it. You never question it. You know what I'm saying? This beautiful crystal I have here, this is what we call the Super 7. So I have 7 crystals here in one crystal. It's beautiful, and I can hold it. I can hold it, and, you know, it vibrates really quite deeply there with me when I hold it. But it's a beautiful piece, absolute beautiful piece, one of my beautiful pieces that I have. And yeah, having 7 crystals in one is pretty good, I say. And that's what they call the Super 7, yeah, crystal. So, you know, just giving you an idea about, you know, how to work on that psychometry level. It's really just about, you know, I could hold my own hand if I really wanted to and read my hand. But you see, for yourself, if you're trying to do that, that can be quite more difficult. But, and of course we don't want to either, because we don't want to pick up on whatever is going on either, because we already know what's going on. You know, some people go down to the street, and they're in the shopping center, and they're actually picking up on other people's energy. Every day we pick up on people's energy. Now, we have a choice, okay, and that choice is either to pick up or not pick up. And so the reason I am bringing this to your attention is, just imagine that this crystal is someone, okay? Now, if we were to go into the shopping center and pick up all the energy from everyone, and especially if they weren't so positive, could you imagine how drained you must feel from the process of that? So I think that's where you talk to your spirit team about what you want to have happen and what you don't. And some people say, well, you know, I've just naturally got it, and that it is what it is, you know, and that's up to you. But at the end of the day, you know, for me, I don't go down to the shopping center or wherever I happen to be and absorb, if you like, people's energy, because I have a connection to spirit that it's a bit like when I do my work, I close off, okay? So I don't feel like I need to go down and absorb all the energy that needs to be absorbed, yeah? Look, sometimes when you're talking with people, you know who is supercharged, and you know who's not supercharged. And, you know, as I said, a good example, when you are with people, people do pick up that, you know, from that clairsentient state, on how they're feeling, whether they're feeling good or not so good. And so again, they're an energy. So just like our objects that we've been talking about, they are energy. And so every time we pick up, like if we've got an animal, some people have animals, and we know whether or not they're feeling right or whether they're not feeling right, you know. And sometimes we can get glimpses of things that are going to take place with those animals as well. And a good example of, I had a dog years ago, and I actually knew when my girl was actually slowly going to pass. And I know that sounds quite dramatic, but at the end of the day, you know, I was connected enough to just know. And this is the thing is, you know, we want to start, if we're wanting to start working on that psychic level and getting to get the messages coming forward, psychometry is quite a good starting point. You know, healing is a great starting point too, but you know, not everyone wants to sit, sorry, not everyone wants to heal, but not everyone wants to sit in circle either. Okay, to do psychometry and learn. So this is why we can do this from home. So, you know, when you're sitting in your little quarters and you feel like as though you want to start to develop yourself, okay, grab an object, okay, and hold it in your hand and just begin to see what is coming from that object. Okay, what is it feeling like? What's your sensing there? You know, using all of your clairs. What is happening here? Okay, does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel sad? You know, there is no right or wrong, you know, and you will further and further and further that each time as you start to begin to do that. You could be out and about, you could be doing it from a long distance with somebody and working on picking up. I had a long time ago, actually, my daughter, she brought some friends in and she brought one person in, and there was at one person straight away I wasn't too fussed about, and you will know what that connection straight away. So, but remember, we don't want to absorb people's energy, and if you can put it in the same light as a in the same line of psychometry, we don't want to be going down the street and reading everybody. Okay, so the same as we don't want to you know, read psychometry objects all of the time. So you sort of have a start and an ending of it, and then you can do that every day, or you can do it every other day. You know, you can go into Mother Earth. Mother Earth has got some amazing energies to work with, you know, going by the trees and you know, the grass and just so many other things you can work with. And it's a little bit easier as well, you know, and it's certainly a great way to start reading your objects. And so yes, so look, you know, if any of you would like to give a little reading on you know, give a little bit of psychometry on that, then go for it. That's that beautiful flower that I'm just that I have in my garden. So if you feel like as though you just want to do 1 or 2 lines on that, on just giving some of your psychometry advice there, great, go for it, because it's certainly going to open you up. But you know, remember that when you start to take that to a bigger level and let people know about it, what happens is they can start to shut you down and say, well, no, I don't think you're right there. You see, this is where there's a time and a place for it. You know, I do know some people out there, they will go, oh, I've got this wonderful, amazing gift, and then I'm just going to go out and read everybody, because they see that everybody's like an object, you know, working in that psychometry state. But, you know, again, just like myself as a psychic medium, I don't go everywhere and read everybody. You know, I close off. It's like a job. I go to my job and I finish it, and then you know, I'm ready to start it again for the next time, or whatever needs to happen, it happens. And so, and I think we all need to do that, even when we are in the process of developing as well, you know, because we don't want to be an open book, is what I like to say. Who wants to be an open book? Hey everyone, I'll just reap all your energy out there, and you know, bring it all in, and you're going to cop all forms of energy that's not going to be needed for your highest good, and that's really not serving you, you know. Again, a time and a place. Okay, so yes, if you want to give that give some psychometry on the beautiful flower, or you might like to do it on crystal, just put down crystal, super 7, or you've got your piece of bark that I showed you before. Okay, so that's a bit of a little bit of insight on that. We can talk about a lot more, but at the end of the day, it's really just using your psychic abilities and just working in on that, and it's just one step at a time, you know, making the commitment, okay, to start opening yourself up with those beautiful, you know, beautiful abilities that you have, okay, and before you'll know it, you'll start connecting more into the spirit world. You'll start, and I'm not saying you'll go there straight away, but you know, eventually you might pick up someone's grandmother who has passed, or something like that, with maybe a picture or something like that. And but you know, if that's something that you want to do in the future, and you want to improve on your psychic abilities, you just take one step at a time. And you know, I have been on this journey a long time, and you know, I think it doesn't matter how long you've been on it. You are still working with the spirit world, okay, to improving and to becoming better at you know, that connection with the spirit world. Okay, all right, so let's say hello to some more people there, and I will be doing some readings very, very soon. So hi Tanya, how are you? Hi Fiona, hi Cheryl, hi Annabelle. I got my voice is starting to wanting to change, and they're not coming through. Hi Karen, how are you? Good morning to you. Hi Yvonne, hi Tina. Hope you've all been having a good week this week. Hi Anna. Hi Lorraine. Hi Margaret. Hi. Hi Kat, how are you? Hi Tracy. I'm just reading yours, Karen, there. You're saying totally agree. I can pick up on people. Sometimes it can be very draining. Well, you know, it's only draining, lovely, because you haven't, it's a bit like guidelines, okay? You know, everything has guidelines, okay? So what guideline are you putting with, you know, that's that conversation you need to have with the spirit world, okay? And what you want to have when you go out and about with public, okay? For me, it's an automatic thing. It's something that I had done many years ago, and for me, I don't pick up on people's energy, and for me it's knowing, not necessarily feeling. And sometimes I may say I can feel, but I don't. I'll just give you an example there, Karen, about what I was years ago. I was doing a bit of like psychic surgery, and I was a bit overwhelmed by it because I was seeing lots of blood, and I didn't like it. And I was seeing, you know, organs and everything, and I didn't really truly like it. So there was a part of me that didn't like to see that gruesome side of things. So I asked the spirit world, could they just tone that down for me? And you know what they do? They will do anything that we ask them to, see, because they're there to help us. So I didn't truly want to see blood and blood and blood and blood. It was a bit too much for me. But today I'm a little bit more stronger. I could see as much blood as you know what I'm saying? So, but in my early development, I wasn't too impressed about it. So, you know, so coming back to the draining of people draining you, you know, you have to make that decision, darling, and that decision comes with your spirit team about what you want to have happen. Okay, so you have a little talk with them. Do you want to be going out there to the big world and be drained by those that you meet, or do you not? And that's, you know, that's totally up to you, darling. All right, so good luck with that. Okay, and remember, there's no right or wrong. Okay, Annabelle, I was just reading your comment there. And again, you're finding the same thing, that where you're finding people can be a bit draining for you too. And, you know, as I was just saying with Karen, we do have to be very mindful, because remember, we are all energy. Now, I just imagine, okay, here's a good example, girls, and whoever else is listening. I am energy and you are energy. So if we were to read each other in that psychometry form, okay, from where I stand, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm picking up on you and you're so draining, you know what I mean? Because I don't go to that level. I go to the place of, to the higher part of that reading, if that makes sense. So I look within the soul for you, and but yes, if I was to say, you know, I would probably, if you were a little bit feeling a little bit tired or something, I could possibly mention a little bit about it, but it's not something that is going to be the main focal point here. Do you understand? Because remember, I will give you an example. I had someone very, very long ago gave me a reading. It was the most negative reading I've ever had. And see, this is the thing about psychometry as well, which is also getting into psychic abilities and working on the psychic level as well, is that a lot of people tend to go to the ego part. They get that yuck stuff coming from themselves, and then they deliver it, because possibly they're not in the greatest place either. So it's like as though they mirror what they're reflecting back to them. Do you know what I'm saying? From the other source. So I think what I want to just say to you there, Annabelle, is that when you find people draining you, especially on the phone, I've got to go now, see you later. Okay, and look, there's a lot of people out there will just keep yak. I'm really good at yakking, but I'm really good at getting off the phone too. So that might be just a skill that you need to learn to, you know, to get off the phone with there. But again, have a talk with your spirit team, okay, about finding that balance, about what it is that you want to have from souls that meet you. You know, when I go to the shopping centre, I am not overwhelmed. Okay, I'm not overwhelmed by people's energy, because I feel like, for me, it's I just have this communication with spirit about what is, and I have had this for a long time now. It's like some homework I've done way back long ago, and so I just say, you know, working with your development, you will know what is right for you. Okay, that's all that I can say there. Okay, Annabelle, so good luck with that, sweetie. Okay. Okay, so I'm open up for some readings now. So I'm just going to get that connection on who I feel very guided to, who I feel, and there will be no cards tonight, so we're just going to go straight off the back here, okay, with whoever, because, you know, I don't use the cards, but we just want to go here. All right. So when I feel I need to stop, okay, hi Melanie, how are you? I hope you're still hanging about. So Melanie Smith, I want to connect with you, darling. All right. All right. I'm just feeling my way with you at the moment there, Melanie. All right. Okay. Either a brother that you have or someone's brother that's in your immediate family, or someone that you see as a brother. Someone I feel is not 100%. All right. And I actually feel that the spirit world has actually been working with this soul. And I'm not sure if you're understanding this right now, Melanie. But what I do know is either a brother you have either had or have, or someone has, or that has not been well. I just want to know, let you know from Spirit's end here, if it's making sense to you now. It may not be right now. There could be something coming in the wind here, but I just want to let you know that this brother is in good hands. So someone, okay, that's not on Spirit's side, but is on this side, okay, is going to be okay. Does that make sense, Melanie? And if it doesn't, that's okay. I just need to bring that message forward, all right? Because I just feel there's a sense here, and actually I'm not going to bring this person in, but there's someone here that's either a father to this person that I don't want to connect with, because I don't want to do spirit connections. But I do know something to do with the smoking or something here. But I just know, I want to let you know that that health-wise, it's important to get this message across. So I'm going to leave it with you, Melanie. Touch base with me. Let me know what your feelings are about this. It's either a brother or someone close to you like a brother, or is someone around you that has a brother that has not been well. And I'm here to let you know the spirit world, okay, is looking after this person's health. All right, there, Melanie, and love to you, darling. All right, thank you for tuning in. Okay. Hi, Joe, how are you? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Steph. Is it Petra? Is it Petra? I hope I've got that right. How are you? Now I'm just seeing who I'm connected to here. I'm coming to Spirit's wanting to come through, and I'm just not letting them. Okay, now Tina Peterson. Okay, I wanted to connect with you, darling. All right. When this person decides to just okay, Tina. Okay, so what they're showing me here is a juggling of balls. Now that usually indicates, this symbol usually indicates to me is that a lot of things are going on in your world, or a lot of things are going on in the world around you. And possibly you're not sure which area or what ball you need to grasp onto and go with, all right? And I just want to say those balls will eventually drop, okay, and settle. And once you do, you're going to actually pick up the ball, okay, that is vital for your next path. Does that make sense for you, Tina? Because at the moment they're still juggling, all right? You're still sort of juggling them up in the air, okay? And I'm not sure who the clean freak is. There's a clean freak, so someone is cleaning premises or something. There's a lot of cleaning getting done up here. It's like as though someone wants to move or shift or do something here, and it's just, or cleaning out or something like that. And maybe possibly even a new journey or a new path or something new for yourself, okay? And they're just wanting to let you know at this stage, Tina, that you will know in the next couple of weeks, okay, what path you're truly needing to go down, because the juggling of the balls will stop and you will grasp onto the ball that is the right path for you. I hope you understand that, because they just show me symbols, they show me things, and I just have to bring that into you, okay, Tina? So something about the job front as well. Is some changes around the job front, or you're wanting to change to a new job, or you're unsatisfied with this, or something about that. You will see light, because I'm being shown the tunnel, and it's like you're wanting to go down to that tunnel to go to a new area. All right, you will be finding the job front, okay, a little bit more impressing, okay, impressed about where you're going, if that makes sense. And you'll find that, as I said, the next couple of weeks, I just feel a lot more changes are going to have to take place, and they're also bringing me in the change card that's coming forward with that. So with this change, there's also new opportunities that will take place as well, okay. Is there someone bothering you at the moment there, Tina? I feel someone older than you is bagging you or telling you off, or someone's not here for your best interest at heart. They're just telling you to go with your heart. Love, go with your heart, and everything will go to plan, all right? Sometimes we do listen to the outer world for our advice, okay? But sometimes we just need to go within, all right, to make it that extra confirmation that we know is right. All right, I'll leave it there, Tina. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Hi, Rachel. Hello. Hi, Angela. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Tracy. I'm connected to Debbie Baldwin. Now, I haven't seen you for a while, Debbie. I remember you coming on there at one time there. Now, as I'm connecting with you, Debbie, let's just say I don't feel it, but I'm going to say that I feel it, if that makes sense. So I'm not going through what's happening, but I feel, all right, if I can say this, that either you, darling, or someone close to you has a disruption within the digestive system. It's affecting the colon, it's affecting, it's affecting your bowel, or someone, it's either you or someone around you, but I'm coming into the digestive system here. Something needs to be changed, or whether it's diet or something, I don't know, or someone needs to have operation, or it could be beginning to be that way. Okay, I'm just, when I say I'm feeling, I feel like I feel a nauseous feeling. I feel like as though I want it to stop. I feel I want to end the crisis of that health that I no longer want. And I don't know if this is you, darling. I don't know if this is someone around you, or if you needing to work with someone in this area. Okay. But I just want to say it's about going back to the basics, okay? And yeah, and they're just giving me the guidance here to go back to a lot. It's like less chunkier stuff. So things that we have to chew with our teeth, we have less of, and more with either possibly stuff that we don't have to chew, or whether it's drinks or whatever. It's just like it's giving the digestive system a bit of a break. Okay, and working on fixing it up. So I'm really not sure if this is for you right now, there, Debbie, or if it is for someone close to you or someone you're working with. I just feel that, it's just working with the guidance from spirit about what is meant for you, but taking away a lot more of the solids and coming into a bit more of the soft, okay? And just healing that center, okay? Which is really an important center where the digestive system is here, and working on spirit to heal that process as well. Now, I also connecting in with, I'm not sure if it's you or if it's someone as again with that's regarding this. I feel it's someone's not able to either stomach the process on what has been taken place over a while ago. Does that make sense? Throw it away if it doesn't. That's okay. I just want to bring it to your attention that something to do with a male here, male connection, whether it's to do with you or someone else, okay? And I just feel that there it hasn't healed properly until that area has been sorted. All right. And I know that the spirit world is working with this person, whether it's you or someone else. Okay. You have great healing attributes as well too, Debbie. If you haven't learnt to heal, it might be something that you need to work with, finding someone to help you heal, go down the healing journey, because you have a great area in that healing ability to work with that. All right. So again, not sure if it's you, not sure if it's someone else around you, darling, but I'm going to leave that message with you. And thank you for joining me. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going around to see, you know, feeling that connection, who I need to come to. Hi, Perla, how are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, Rachel McDowell. Hi. So I'm just going to stop with you because of I've just got that inkling to stop with you there. All right. Now let's see where I'm going with you on that. Now, Rachel, I don't know if you've been having some concerns or someone else around you have been having concerns, all right? And it seems like you're trying to, either you or someone else has been trying to organize things, okay? It's a lot seems to be going on, but not a lot of progress, if that makes sense. Or if there is progress, it just seems like there's a lot going on in the head. I'm not sure if you're very mental, like, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just mean you're sort of more in the head space. You're more air-like, wanting to work with your mind a lot more. You're wanting to. I think that you're intellectually, okay, quite intelligent. Whether you think that or not, that's totally up to you. But I just want to say to you that sometimes we have to come from that place, okay, down to into the lower place to be with spirit. Okay, so a little bit more in the grounding space, so sitting with spirit. Don't have to meditate, don't have to do anything like that, but just come into that sitting space with spirit to get a bit more clarity about what's happening with you there. And I'm not sure if you have a daughter. I'm picking up like a daughter. If you have a daughter or someone else has a daughter that's around you, and you know what? I know you've been through a lot in your life, haven't you? Eh? And yes, we all have been through a lot, but I want to emphasize it with you today, is that you have been through a lot. You have been through a lot. Okay, and boy, you've come out absolutely amazing of how far you've come. And the connection that I have here from spirit is we want to say love to you, Rachel, love to you, so much love, because I mean, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what has happened in your life because I don't have the connection. But what I know from spirit's end here is that what you have gone through, okay, you have come out amazingly. You have just triumphed through so much stuff. And we want to say from spirit's end, we are very proud of you. And you know, sometimes, you know, it seems like it can be a bit of a challenge as well, whatever has taken place, and possibly even having you, it's a bit like they're showing me puzzles here, you know, like kids' puzzles, like you're trying to put things all back together, all right? And I do see the puzzles getting back together. So that shows me moving forward. So to me, that is great insight. So if you feel like as though that there's something that's not quite right, or it's not playing into your hand right now the way you want it, I want to show you that with these puzzles, everything is going to fall into place. All right, everything will fall into place for you there, Rachel. And I don't know why I got the Cheryl that came in just then. So I don't know if you know a Cheryl, but anyway, or something with a CH. But anyway, but I just want to emphasize very strongly with you that and also bringing back into the door with this daughter, if you have this daughter, everything will be all right. Do you know what I mean by this? And you know, if you don't get it, that's fine. Throw it over. I just feel that with the puzzles, everything's going to fall into place. You've been through a lot in your lifetime. I truly know you've been through a lot in your lifetime, and they just want to praise you for all the hard work, okay, and that really strong determination to keep going regardless of the crap in which you've been through, okay. So just come out of that mental state, the mental mind, okay, come back down, even start to listen to something to get you back into the place of a bit of a shift, if you like, okay, Rachel, and things will start evening out there to be a bit better for you there. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, thank you for joining us tonight. Okay. Hi, Jennifer, how are you? Okay. Seeing who I'm feeling connected to. Hi, Cindy, how are you? Oh, where's that? Is it? Idalo. I'll have to look that up. Wow. Wherever that is, pretty far somewhere. I'll have to do some research. Hi, Cheryl. Okay. Hi, Chelsea. Just seeing who I feel. Hi, Shane. Okay, so I'm hoping that I'll want to stop somewhere. I just want to get somewhere. Come on, come on. Okay, yes, I am feeling connected to Perla. Perla, what have you got there? I'm grateful for a reading, of course. My pleasure. Okay, Perla, let me see what we have for you tonight, okay? Now, they're showing me there, Perla, that they're bringing the sunshine card down to me. Why? I'll have to figure that out in a moment. Okay, so they're bringing the sunshine card out. Oh, okay, yep, no, I'm understanding. So what's going to happen here there, is, as Perla is that you've either got some project or something that is going to be either unfolding that you may not even be aware of at the moment, or somebody wants you to do something, and it means that you might have to step out of that shadow, out of the comfort zone, out of that place that you may not want to be, you know, coming out of. But I want to reassure you that the shining sun, that card that they come dropping down at me just then, is to show you that you are going to be shining your light even brighter, okay? And we want to say that in the next couple of months, this is going to be more emphasized there. So I don't know what the project or thing that you have got going here or wanting to get going, but I want to say to you that it's going to be something that will be certainly taking you out of your comfort zone. But I just feel that you're going to be drawn upon from someone or some people that may want you to get you to do something, and they've just brought some volunteer. Are you volunteering something, or are you going to volunteer for something? I'm not sure, but they're just giving me that inkling that you are going to spread your light and love with some of the world, which is going to be beautiful. Okay, going to be very beautiful. And I don't know why they're showing me horse hooves, but they're showing me them. Okay, so I don't know if you have horses, or you know someone that has horses, or whatever, and they're showing me the foot and the hoof, you know, the whatever they call that thing, the shoe on it, or something like that. Okay, well, they could be you're giving me some inkling that you're going to be getting on the go, getting moving. Okay, and it seems like as though you're getting your walking shoes on, you're going to go. Everything's going to go to plan the way it's meant to be. I don't know what area this is going to be. I just feel this is going to be an opportunity where they're going to give you something where you're going to be spreading your light a lot more strongly than you have been before. Okay, so I am going to leave it there for you there, Perla. Okay, thank you for joining us. Okay, well, let's see if I can get one more in. And look, I might just I'll just see what happens after that. I might be able to do a collective one if I feel guided for that. Okay. Okay, Chelsea, I want to connect with you, darling. Chelsea, you have someone in the spirit world, male, okay, male. Now, can I just say, I am not connecting to anyone in spirit, but in saying that, though, spirit is letting me know, okay, that you have someone in the spirit world, and this person, male, has been with you, okay, on your journey, okay, the last couple of weeks. So it seems like some order has got to take place, or has been taking place, and I know that from spirit's end they're letting me know that this male person has been working with you. Do you understand? And the family. Okay, is that making some sense to you? Throw it if you don't feel it's working for you, but I know that there is a connection here of male, all right, that spirit is just letting me know who has been with you, okay, and now this is spirit's letting me know, older gentleman, okay, so older gentleman, okay, that has been around you and the family of late, okay, so just looking after all of your affairs and your family affairs, okay, and documentations and things that need to be in order will be in order, and everything will sort itself out there. All right, so short little reading there for you there, Chelsea, but nevertheless, it's something that is going to hopefully be connecting in here with you, darling. All right, so I must say goodbye. It goes so quick. I'd like to thank everyone who has joined me tonight, and if you're watching the replay, just write #replay, and if you want to join with me, Psychic Medium Karina Webb on Facebook, or you can also have you can jump on Sarah there on the spiritual events directory if you want to know any more about me, or you can just jump on the link below. Okay, I will see you next Friday, okay, at 6 p.m. Thank you everyone for joining me. Love and light to you all. Okay, and bye for now. Okay, bye.